guys, my name is Megan and today I have my December wrap-up for you. Okay, so I am filming my wrap-up about a week earlier than I normally would, just because it's Christmas and New Year's are coming up so soon. Figured I might as well get this out of the way. So the first book that I read in December was Summer of Salt. This book was absolutely amazing. It's kind of a magical realism slash urban fantasy like crossover kind of. It reminds me very much of it like a lighthearted version of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It's kind of got that weird magical quality to it, but it's also got this weird small town vibe, and it's set on this little tiny island in the middle of the ocean basically, and it's just such an incredibly interesting narrative, but it's also a really interesting setting, and there's all sorts of really cool magic other than what the main characters have. It's just such an incredible book. So this book got a full 5 out of 5 stars. This book I think kind of broke my reading slump a little bit. I read this one in 5 days rather than in like a week and a half, which is really good because it feels like I've been taking a long time to read books lately, but this was so good and I highly recommend reading this one, and I am working on getting a book review done for this one, so stick around for that one at some point. So the second book that I read in December was Sight Witch. This book was really fun and interesting. It's a short story set in the Witchland Chronicles. This follows Ryber and Cullen, who are crew members on Merrick's ship, and Merrick is one of the main characters in the main storyline. So this is kind of how Ryber and Cullen met, and I loved it. It's so different, and there were a lot of questions that I had set in the Witchlands Chronicles, like between books 1 and 2, that this book really helped answer those questions, and it also gave a lot more information to really flesh out a lot of things that are kind of not really answered in the first 2 books in the series. It was just so good and really action-packed towards like the latter half of the book, and I really loved the illustrations in this. They're so cool. So some of them are full page, some of them are half pages. And there are little bits of maps and little bits that are like torn out of other books, and it's all kind of like in the form of a diary, and it's so interesting. This one got a 4 out of 5 stars for me. Next up I read issue number 11 and number 12 of the Red Robin comics, and I loved these 2 issues so much. They're so good. This was the conclusion of one of the story arcs in this particular comic series, and it was just so awesome. And I really don't want to spoil too much about these, but this whole story arc has been so good. I just loved it to pieces, and Tim Drake is such a badass in these books, or in these comics, especially issue number 12. This one showed just how much of a sarcastic and strategist he is. It's just so good, and both of these issues got 5 out of 5 stars. And then the book that I am currently reading, as this is filmed about a week before I normally would film this, is Ace of Shades. I'm about 65 pages into this, and I really like the storytelling, and it's just such a really like interesting story so far. Also, since my reading goal for this year was 65 books, this is actually book number 65, and I'm hoping to have it done by the end of the year, by the end of next week I guess. And it's really good so far, and I really like the characters and I like the setting. It's very Sin City kind of, and really cool like magical powers, so I really like it so far, and I hope it continues to be just as good as this first little bit that I'm in. Alright, so those are all of the books that I read in December. I hope you guys had a happy holidays. What did you guys read in December? Let me know down below. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification button, and if you'd like to follow me on social media, check out the links down below. Alrighty, you guys have a happy new year, and I will see you in January. Bye!